to another episode of Wheelchair Wednesday here at the Wheelhouse. We in the old Wheelhouse here with special guest Mr. Ricky Mercado. I'll give you one of these too. Pull up a chair, roll in and stay.
With no seatbelt and
We got a couple honest things to say. Every story's got its sideways turns. Every scar a page where somebody learned. I'm not doing this. I do this all the time. I do this in public. Welcome to Wheelchair Wednesday. Take the weight off, stay a while. We'll talk about the hard days. We'll laugh about the why. Every week. Has a story to tell today. Welcome to Wheelchair Wednesday. Hey, and welcome to another Wheelchair Wednesday. My name is Wheelchair Rick. Today we got a special guest coming to us all the way from the great state of New Jersey. But before we get to him, you know how we do it on this show. Let's go ahead and roll our good old-fashioned intro. Welcome to Wheelchair Wednesday. All right, y'all, let's welcome Richard Downing on the show. What is going on, fella?
How are you? I tell you, while you're playing the intro, I couldn't see it because we're on this this video here, but God, I still have to laugh because I could just see that lady flying down the driveway. I love that video. I absolutely, I feel like that's how I see my demise coming from either my wife or daughter.
Just pushing your ass down the driveway and letting you fly, huh?
That's how it's gonna end.
They're like, we've had enough of them. Just shove them, take the brakes off, and then we'll go back inside and watch. You know, whatever they watch nowadays. Who knows? Yeah, so thanks, man. Don't worry about all the background noises. I know it's all crazy. Everybody's got a story.
I'm gonna yell at these guys now.
Okay.
Hey,
yeah,
guys,
get them the Jersey yell.
Guys.
Yep.
Guys, I'm on the podcast. Get the things away from here. Come on.
Oh, and hey, you know what?
I own a speed shop, Far From Dead Motorsports.
Nice.
Can you tell them I'm on the podcast? I'm gonna kill these guys. No, I want it open. I want to be comfortable. Screw them.
You said tell them.
Right?
No, you're good. You're good. Get it in there.
You know, my employees are allowed to hang out at my shop after hours, and they knew I had this scheduled, and they decided to fly planes outside my garage shop, knowing my dog hates.
Oh my gosh. Are you talking about remote control planes?
Yeah, we're opening up a hobby shop here with the speed shop.
Oh, nice.
Far From Dead Motorsports. I started this up, I'd say 6 years ago, originally under an old name. 3 years ago, 4 years ago now, we're under Far From Dead. And it's kind of like a joke between me and my wife, because I wasn't supposed to survive the surgery when I got injured on the tugboat.
Right.
I got paralyzed on building the Tappan Zee Bridge over the Hudson River.
Oh gosh.
I was a deckhand on a tugboat / operator engineer with the local 825 machine operators. And just a bad day in the water. I was pulling on a heavy mooring line, popped a bleed in the back of my neck.
Oh.
My spinal column filled engorged with blood, and my own blood crushed my cord at T1, T2.
Oh gosh.
But the problem was I wasn't stopping bleeding. And I had this crazy ass tugboat captain that day. Even though I'm injured down for the count on the deck, he kept working the tugboat. One of my other deckhands had to grab a radio to shore and get me rescue, get me Coast Guard, and get me EMS.
Did they life flight you, or how'd you get out of there?
Well, no, they had to get a speedboat, like a rescue boat.
Okay, so they put you on another boat, and then boated you back to shore.
And they raced me to shore, and it's a big debacle after that. They sent me to the wrong hospital, all kinds of craziness.
Well, dang.
But by the time I got to the hospital I should have been at, so I used to be an ER nurse too. I'm a lunatic. I'm a manic. I am a registered nurse. I'm an RN. Got about 15 plus years doing ER and trauma in New York City, ICUs, pediatric trauma. Um,
Nice.
so when this all happened, I was like, wow, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
kind of knew. You were like,
I
yeah,
knew a
this
little
ain't
too
good.
much, you know, and I was like, oh shit.
You're like, damn
And
it.
then when they got me to the trauma center I was supposed to be at that could treat this kind of injury, even though I was up in Westchester, New York, this little doctor, I loved her, Dr. Allen. She was working up in Westchester, and I worked with her in Manhattan and Staten Island for years. And the day I was injured on a tugboat doing construction, she was the trauma doc. And I never saw this lady break character, you know, a little 5 foot Marine, you know?
Right.
And she looked down and started crying when she saw me. She's like, I don't think you're going to make it, Rich.
Oh, damn.
I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that
But
ain't good. Hey.
I woke up in the recovery room and I was making jokes. And my wife kept saying, I was like, looks like I'm far from dead. And that stuck with me, you know? And within 5 days of surviving the surgery, they had me in the Kessler Institute. At that point, I knew my life has changed, you know? And I told my wife, I said, listen, you know, this ain't going to work here. This paralysis bullshit, you know? I
Right,
ain't
right.
going on disability, bullshit. And I was like, please go grab me my cell phone, my laptop, and a couple marble notebooks and some pens and crayons. And
He
I'm
said,
going
we
to
getting to
figure.
work. Yeah.
I did. You know, I had to live at the Kessler Institute for 3.5 months. Luckily, because I was in a great union, I had a private room for 3.5 months with my own big screen TV, and
Oh, nice.
I was throwing parties for everybody on the second or third floor of Kessler. We were having football parties and baseball parties. It was great. It was just it was a good time.
That's
I got to say,
awesome.
we made a party. You know, we made a party, but I did my homework.
Right.
You know, so like anybody who's newly paralyzed and be like, oh, what the hell do I do? You know, you're wearing the hat.
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully, when I was paralyzed, I was already 2 years sober. I'm now 13 years sober, 11 years paralyzed.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. And getting sober was the hardest thing in my life. And the shit I had to go through and humble myself before God saved my ass when I got paralyzed.
Right.
Because I had a toolbox. I had a spiritual toolbox already from going through AA and getting sober, which is a toolbox that, man, they should teach this to like kids in high school. You know, it's not about putting down a drink. It's not about all this nonsense.
Right.
You know, it's about me being a good person, you know? Sorry for the
Right.
background. We got two doggies.
No, that's fun. Yeah, he's got guys there, dogs there, all kinds of stuff. Ben, thanks for the like and the comment. What's going on with you? Austin, appreciate you. Everybody live, if you want to join in and go ahead and if you got any questions for old Richard here, feel free. He seems like a pretty outgoing guy. Dude is a manic, so he says, can't sit still and has to do something. I'm same way though. I feel you.
You know, it took me a bit to get this shop the way I wanted it. I had a previous shop, and I had a business partner. Worst thing I ever did. And but now I'm in full control of the shop. I own the property. We're now expanding 4,000 square feet in the front. One of the stores up front is they're leaving. They're going out of business. So instead of renting that, I own the property here. So instead of renting it out, we're now opening a 4,000 square foot performance parts house, hobby shop, gourmet coffee, New York City Italian pastries and cookies, beautiful seating, an indoor mini Z, Kyosho mini Z RC track, an indoor mini rock crawling, and I'm building the whole place out so it's accessible for people in power chairs, manual chairs. The guy that I hired to do all my like RC work and my hobby shop stuff,
Yeah.
childhood friend of mine, he's a retired special ed teacher from New York City. So he's integrating a bunch of special ed programs, and we're going to get the kids in here. And when I say the kids, I worked with the developmentally challenged, you know, and I don't say it as insulting, but when I'm around like I don't know, man, when I was in nursing school, we called it MR, mental retardation. And I know as today's standards, they change the verbiage, but like that community as well. So when I say the kids, it's not just kids and special needs kids. I mean the big kids. You know, we all have one of those cousins or uncles that's just a light, I'd say, because my wife has a special needs cousin. He's in his 50s, and he tells everybody I'm his little brother, and I look like The Rock because I got tattoos. And I tell you what, like, if you don't smile and get a good warm feeling when you're around those folk, you gotta check yourself. You
Right.
gotta check yourself.
Yeah, I
It's
feel like those people are the ones that are actually living life. You know what I mean? They're enjoying the
oh
sights and the
man, you talk
smells and the
about
sounds.
happiness is bliss, brother.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Um.
Happiness is
So you've been down for how long now? How long ago did that happen?
July 8th, 2015. So I just 11 years last month.
Okay. So
Uh,
that's a pretty long time. In that time, what have you found that's been kind of like a pet peeve of yours about being in the chair, or something that kind of bugs the shit out of you?
uh, this always gets a lot of hate. Accessible parking and who gets a placard.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
And listen, this goes out to the overweight crowd. I get it. I get it. You get complications with being overweight. But unless your overweight condition has now affected your heart and your kidneys and you medically can't make the distance, park your fat ass at the end of the block. You know,
Ooh, boom! I ain't hit that
try
all the
it.
time. I've been waiting for it.
I see these overweight folk. They got a placard. They take the front spot at Walmart. Then they get their ass into the super Walmart and they'll spend the next 3 hours doing like 3 miles in that MFA with a bag of Funyuns stuff in their face. You don't need that front spot.
Right,
You
right.
know, if you want some
Well, especially if
wellness,
it's like a van accessible and it's got like space for the van, there's space for the ramp
yeah,
and all that stuff.
they
It's like
don't
they put that shit there for a reason, guys.
they don't designate that shit here in Jersey. Like if you have a freaking cane, you could park in a van spot.
Right.
That drives me nuts. And it's not even for myself because I'm the psycho that's still at a T1. I use a manual chair. I got a titanium, love it. I park my dually. I drive a crazy big truck, so I'll park either my dually or my F-150 in the back of the lot because I like to work out, and
Right.
I hate people. And I hate people near my truck. And unfortunately, I'm at the Jersey Shore, and there's a bunch of old retirement communities around here, and I got these 90-year-olds parking like sideways in the handicap parking next to me. They don't know what county they're even in. They're on so many fucking pills. And then they get on Facebook and be like, the kids are a danger in the community driving. No, bitch, it's you. I just watched your freaking neighbor drive through the bagel store next to my house. She thought it was in reverse. Get the frick out of here.
Oh my gosh, guys!
That's my
You ever been a stand-up comedian? I feel like you got that. You got that stage presence. That's great.
I've always wanted to. I used to work when I was working as a ER nurse in Manhattan. Remember, I don't know if it was Comedy Central. Remember UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade? It was
Oh
like
yeah.
group. They used to film in Manhattan, right? In like the Village. And you'd be able to pay $5 like 20 years ago. And you go inside, you sit on bleachers, and they're doing improv and shit. And you could hop in,
Oh
you
nice.
know? And they sold dollar PBRs, and it was $5 to get in the middle of Manhattan. It was like you could spend like 7 p.m. to like 1 a.m. there, and it was
Spend
$5.
$20, right? Have a great
Yeah,
time.
it was a blast, Well, I was an alcoholic, so probably about $50. But,
Oh yeah.
I was a 30-pack guy.
More like crush 15-pack and then go check out the dollar beer section.
Yeah, I probably had nips in my pocket.
Let's see. So being in the chair so far, what would you say you think would be one of your biggest fears about being in the wheelchair?
Oh man. Not being able to do as much as I do today.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot. I run 2.5 businesses, 2 businesses I fully own, another business I'm partner on. I have a teenage daughter. I have a wife that I love.
That'll
And my
keep you
biggest,
busy on its own.
yeah, and my biggest fear is not being able to push myself as hard as I do, and I know, I got one of those wives who doesn't complain about having a lazy husband. She's got one of those complaints where like she's like, I haven't seen my husband in 2 weeks,
Right. Like, why can't we spend some time together? You're too busy working. Slow the hell down.
it's and that's been my whole life before being paralyzed. Like as I said, I was a union registered nurse in ERs and ICUs. I was a union merchant mariner on tugboats in New York City Harbor, and I was a union operator engineer on light and medium machinery in Jersey. I liked science. I got a nursing degree. I got a chemistry degree, a physics degree. I just love science and I love going fast, and I love trucks, and I love boats, and I love machinery, and I love just geeking out on science and heavy machinery. And now that I own a speed shop, I could do both.
Right.
You know, I could geek out on, you know, these new engines and turbo systems and the tuning and the fueling and everything else in between, you know. And man, it scratches an itch. It scratches an itch. And
I can imagine.
now one of the most rewarding things is, for the past 3 years, I'm a dealer and installer for hand controls.
Oh, nice.
So me and my guys get to put the keys in the back of other disabled people for the first time.
That's
You
cool.
know,
Yeah.
and don't get me wrong, we work on big block twin turbo 70s, 60s Chevelles, and when you finish a project like that, 1,000 wheel, you hand the keys over, it's bliss. But recently, we just handed the keys to a gentleman, and big tough guy, and he broke down and cried because he was going to drive his wife for breakfast the next day for the first time in like 5 years.
Yeah. Driving's a big deal, man.
And I tell you what, I get it, because my wife hates driving.
Yep.
I have to drive everywhere. And that's our thing. Saturday mornings, Sunday mornings, we got this cute little diner in the area. And, you know, we wake up the crack of dawn and we go out for like a nice breakfast, just me and her, you know. And I could see where that pain would, you talking about fears? Like a part of that. My fear is like, one day I can't, chair or not, I get to play the husband role, you know.
Right.
I'm not trying to be sound like a chauvinist, but I'm 40 years old. My old lady's 52. Like we're pretty Christian conservative, and we enjoy our roles as father, mother, husband, wife. You know,
Right.
I don't know. It feels nice driving my wife to breakfast and conversing and then having coffee. And
Well, it's a whole new, like, from my experience, it's a whole new different thing. Because when you get in this accident, the last thing you're thinking about is getting in the car and driving. You don't even give a shit about that. You don't. You're just like,
oh, I did.
you're trying to figure out how to be alive. I mean, you probably, because you were like a guy into sports, motorsports stuff. But like for me, I was just worried about.
Holy shit!
I'm like,
Holy shit! My
right.
F-150 and Mustang. Oh shit!
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So me, it's like, man, I can't move my legs. I'm screwed. What do I do now? Like, but once you get into that car again and you start doing like driving with hand controls, because I went through Mary Freebed here in Michigan. They got a great system at Origami. Origami, you go there and they literally have a van where you roll up in and they lock you in place and you get to drive that van, or you get to switch over into the chair. However, when I first did it, they just took me around the parking lot. And I did such a good job. The next time, she literally took me out on the street. She's like, "We're supposed to do parking lots for 3 times," but she's like, "I'm pretty confident that you know what you're doing," because they start you out on a video game. You know what I mean, like with the hand controls and all that. And I love video games, so I was like, "Oh, this is fun." I try to like knock over the the garbage can with the person and stuff, and they don't let you do it. But so she took me out, and like once I started going again and like passing cars and like actually in traffic, and it's like, oh man, this is like freeing. It makes you feel like you're normal kind of again. You know what I mean? So it's a big deal, super big deal.
We use all. I will install them if people need them, but I don't install that push pull bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm a dealer for Feigl, which is spelled Weigel. That's where you push for brake and you twist for throttle.
Yeah, that's kind of like mine. I do. It's rock and push, so it's like down.
You could do it.
And
You
then
could do it at the
push.
same time.
Oh, do burnouts. Yeah.
Burnouts or foot brake, launching it.
Yeah. See,
know?
mine, I have a
Well,
front wheel
it's
drive, so I
tough.
can't do burnouts, but I can launch.
I got that. Well, a lot of the fellow Crips may know it. I got that lifted F450. It's the biggest truck that ATC ever converted.
Nice.
It's a 2020 F450.
Yeah, it's
crew
on your
cab.
profile picture, I believe.
Oh, it's nuts. And with those hand controls, because she's tuned up, she's making about 1250 torque to the wheels right now. I could slide that bitch.
Yeah, you probably go around and do a what do they call it, block shutdown. Just
I could do some wild stuff with a dually.
no, I'm sure.
I could just
I've seen it.
I've
I've seen it at Cletus McFarland's place before, man. They get crazy over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna go down there this winter because my Mustang's done.
Oh, nice.
We just finished up. I've had a Fox body I've owned for about 26 years. My little Rosie.
What year is that?
She's a 1992. I've owned her since 99.
Okay, yeah, those are the nice the Fox body styles.
She's a notchback. I bought her in 99 for $600. She was a red notch, black interior, 4-cylinder, with a manual. So she had all 3 pedals. I didn't have to do a manual conversion. And she had power windows and power door locks. Really rare combination. So even back then, when I was a kid, I lived near Downs Ford in Tom's River. They used to make all those Ford performance intakes and shit. That's where they invented them. Actually, that's where they tested out the 03 Cobra for the first time, is out of Jersey here.
Oh, nice.
We used to have some of the fastest Mustangs in the world out of Jersey. And anyway, I built myself a 351 Windsor to a 358, put it in that notchback with a Tremec transmission, and I was running like mid 11s, high 11s from like 2000 on, you know. So I always had like an 11-second street car, 93 octane. But now everything's changed, and I'm in this damn wheelchair. And you know, the power scene these days is outrageous. You know, like my F-150 is a Coyote making 1,000 to the wheels,
Right.
and that ain't one of the fastest cars around here.
Right.
So with this Mustang, she had to represent my shop, and we went full retard. I went and got a 7. I don't put Chevy engines in Fords. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
out
good.
there doing LS swap in a Ford. I'm doing one right now, and that's for a best friend of mine, and that's because it's just gonna be a sick little setup. But other than that, I don't mix them. So I did a 7.3 Godzilla out of an F-250, all forged internal, sheet metal intake, 8-speed transmission out of a BMW built by Pure.
Nice.
9-inch rear, and right now she's on the dyno. We're about to make about 1,500 to the wheels.
Phew.
In a full interior street car with a radio.
That's
So when
crazy.
you line up, this goes out to you, Jonathan McElroy.
Jonathan McElroy. You heard it.
If any of you fellow Crips out there want to see a real bad man, you should get him on the show. Have you ever had Jonathan on the show?
Oh yeah, I've had John. Yeah, him and his green Mustang,
love
dude. He's a
John, man.
badass.
John is a badass.
Dude, that's a fast ass car too.
I almost didn't build my car. You know, I almost did a different direction with it and didn't go as fast for no prep and street class. And then I met McElroy, handicapped, and I was like, fuck this.
He said I'm going for it. Yeah, no, look it up. It's Wheelchair Wednesday with Jonathan McElroy.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah,
I love John.
He was one of my down there around like number 30, 40, something like that, I think.
How about Scotty Wheels? Ever have Scotty Wheels on?
No, not yet. Let him know, man. Let him know. Hit me up. I'll put him on there.
He's another gangster.
Now you mentioned dating and married. You mentioned your wife. I'm guessing you guys have been together since or before the accident. Before
Yeah, we
whatever
were
happened.
together for like 15, 16 years.
Okay. Wow.
So, you know, that woman, you know, she's a pain in my ass. But my God, talk about a rock, you know?
Yeah.
She put up with my ass getting sober, you know, and I wasn't just drinking. Let's do it all, you know, let's go hard. And she stuck with me through all that bullshit, gave me a beautiful child. My daughter's now 13. And you know, like as of today, I'll come home tonight. There's a plate in the fridge ready for me to heat up. The house is clean. My daughter's taken care of.
Right.
All my residential shit is aligned, and I could go work my 80 freaking 90-hour work weeks and do all my crazy shit that I need to do and exercise my mind and my body. And you know, that's why I say I'm not trying to sound chauvinist, but for some of us guys, you know, that I need that.
Shout out to the Rock. Shout out to the Rock, the wife.
You know?
No, you're right, and it's something that not everybody has, and to have that one person near you, like when I was injured, like I was in the hospital for 2-3 months, or about 3 months, and I always looked for her. Like when she wasn't there, I'm like, where is Melody? Because like I was bad. They had me on fentanyl and like all kinds of stuff, but when I came out of it, I just wanted to see her. You know what I mean? I'm like, is she around? Is she around? And they're like, yeah, she's sleeping. Calm down. You're gonna wake her up. Like it was that bad. I don't know why. I just needed somebody.
I guess you had an accident where you had to just heal up structurally too. I'm guessing with bones.
Oh yeah. I couldn't move like anything. I was pretty bad. But yeah, no, to have somebody with you is you can't put it in words. You know what I mean? How important it is. So that's awesome. Yeah, shout out wife. Now, what is something that you wish you could do now that you can no longer do?
Dance.
Dance.
I want to go dancing with my daughter.
I did not expect that answer from not from New Jersey. Not from a guy like you. That's a good answer though.
I wish I could go dancing with my daughter.
That's a good. What kind of stuff do you like? Just like dance, like any song, or just like a?
I don't give a shit. I'm not a good dancer at all.
Yeah, he's like whatever.
One of my drinking days, you know, like some of those New York City bars.
Mm-hmm.
The old-fashioned bars, they wouldn't let you dance because they didn't have like a cabaret license.
You got to be kidding me.
So from an early age, I was a defiant little prick. So I get shit-faced and I would just do some stupid dances and put like music on.
Nice.
Even if the shit I didn't like, that was just my mindset,
Right.
Like,
I can't dance. Watch me dance.
I always flip me out. How is this a law that I can't show my happiness and joy?
Right.
It's in the Bible. You're allowed to sing and dance before the Lord.
Oh yeah.
And you're making a rule that I can't. Was I'm having my cold and warm spirits here.
Spirits, you got it. Yeah, and a lot of people I've noticed too that they have these new laws, especially like I think it's in bars or places that serve alcohol, is they're not allowed to have any radio on, or if anybody has to play music, it has to be through a certain DJ thing to where like they charge you so much money. It's crazy. It's like $2 for 2 plays or something stupid like that. So you're paying $1 a song, and it's like you can't, if you turn on the radio and somebody turns you in, you can get in trouble and you can lose your license because of that. Just the craziest shit. This is in Michigan. This is what I heard. I don't know the full, I don't know the full ups and downs, but just nuts.
You guys are nipping at our heels for wacky politics, man.
Oh, dude, it's getting crazy all around the world right now. But yeah, in America, it's definitely some kind of takeover.
Leads the race with that bullshit.
Definitely some kind of takeover.
Then New York, New Jersey's at their heels, and these days, man, when I'm watching the news, I'm like, oh, Michigan's
right along with us, right? Yeah, yep. It's gonna be interesting to see where the next 10 years takes us.
And I'm not trying to sound political. I hate all politics.
Oh, me too. But you can't help but talk about it if you're living the life. Damn it, we live here too, right?
Well, and I love our country. I love the United States of America. I hate our government.
Yep, I'm with you.
And I don't care. And especially after this recent election and stuff, I'm a little butthurt, and
well, it's like when you get promised no more new wars, no more of this, no more of that, and then stuff goes completely 180. What are you supposed to feel?
And it wasn't like I was a trumpet thumper. I was just, all right.
We all want peace and prosperity, man. We just want to work.
I hated like politicians so much that like, all right, I'll take a freaking crazy lunatic manic businessman because that's what I am. Maybe he's gonna do something a little different,
Right. Well, and it's not like we got many choices either. You know what I mean?
No.
And like my dad, the God rest his soul, he always used to say it's 2 wings of the same damn bird.
Exactly.
So no matter what happens, it's all politics.
And I think me and you, we could become president, and as soon as we got into office, they'd be like,
"This is what you're gonna do."
Well,
yep.
This is how you're gonna govern.
Yep.
And you'd be like, "Oh shit!"
Like, and if you don't, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah, they show you a picture of your kid through a crosshair. Like,
Yep. You see me, and you're on the same page. Now let me ask you this. If you could fix one thing about your paralyzed body, now I understand, like get up and walk, but like, if you could fix one thing, like small thing, what would it be? Because a lot of people would say like bladder or like feeling, or you know what I mean.
I'd say bladder.
Okay.
Because I got to piss like a racehorse all the freaking time, man.
Yeah. Do you feel anything? I feel like goosebumps when I have to do that.
How about this? When I was, by the way, I love notebooks. I'm like a freaking old fashioned. I sit here with notebooks and pens no matter what I do.
Right.
And when I was first paralyzed, since I was an ICU nurse, I'm used to recording I&Os. That's intakes and outputs. So when a person is in an intensive care unit, you got to measure every cc, or a milliliter of fluid, whether a drinking IV that goes into the body. And we always have an indwelling catheter in the ICU. That's why we keep it, because it's got the bag with the plastic flapper in the front. And every hour we check with the urine that's in the hard plastic, flip it into the regular bag. And then once a shift, every 8 hours, you empty the bag and you take that overall measurement as well.
So you know exactly how many fluids are going in the patient, how many fluids are coming out of the patient.
So my sick bastard, I sat there for about the first 18 months of being paralyzed, and I would document how many cc's I just catheterized. And I started to correlate on, like, that's why sometimes I touch my bladder. If I could touch it, and if I get certain tings and pings, I could tell you how many cc's are in my bladder.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. I've done it with my urologist. When you go for like the cystoscopy and the pressure test and all that bullshit,
Right.
He always plays with me. He's like, all right, tell me how many cc's I'm pulling out. And I'll tell him. He's like, how do you do that?
That's crazy.
I'm insane. That's why.
Yeah, see, normally when I get to about 300 milliliters, I think it is, it'll start giving me a tingle, and then it's time to go. You know what I mean? But I can wait a little bit. Normally, I don't like to. I like to hurry up and just get it done. But, on car
Yeah, 'cause
rides and shit like that, it's hard to.
yeah, yeah, 'cause if you stretch out that epithelial lining, that's the inner lining of the bladder,
Mm-hmm.
there's capillaries in there, right? So when those capillaries open, you can get a cross bacteria.
Yeah.
You can get bacteria into the bladder or vice versa into the urinary tract system.
Well, before you start scaring me and all the other people with all this medical talk, let's go to the next question, Richard.
Sure, sure.
Let me ask you this. What about your pain level? Now, you said when it happened, it was kind of just like you were yanking up on something, right? And like,
Yeah, I'm real bad.
okay.
Um,
I see you
I'm
I see you doing these a lot. These are like pressure, pressure movements, but also it kind of helps with pain. Shit like
yeah,
that.
I'm probably in like 7 out of 10 pain right now.
Damn.
Um,
That's why you got to keep moving, isn't it?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am no longer completely sober. I don't take any pain meds. I don't even take regular meds. The only med I take is oxybutynin ER, 15 milligram for my bladder spasms. I don't take baclofen. All that shit. I smoke bone skis.
Oh, well, shit. I was about to light one up too, but I didn't know if you were good with it or not.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
That's funny.
Oh, why not?
Well, that's good. Yeah, I know that. Oh, why is my shit all popping up?
Oh,
I think we're still good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You're frozen on my end.
Oh, let me see. Let me pull it up here. Oh, yeah, something always has to happen. Something stupid. Let's see. Let me bring back in here. Oh, something's not wanting to work here. USB camera. It won't even like switch anything. Elgato face cam? Nope. Nothing's working. Well, I'll tell you what. We could just keep going. It looks good on my end. I can still see me.
I'm good, and I see. I think you're just frozen on my screen.
Yeah, because on
moving.
mine it's all black, so I can't even see anything. So I don't even
Yeah.
know. But we'll keep going on here.
I'm good. To go.
All right, here. Is
Well,
that good?
like you said with the pain levels, my pain is just outrageous at all times.
Yeah, I got family here. They're wanting to get like food and groceries and all this stuff, and so yeah, it's kind of like a midpoint in the stream anyway. It's 30 minutes in. But yeah, no, everything looks good on my side. Let me go to make sure it's good on like Facebook or whatever, because if anything's frozen on that end, then we can just start over. But let's see. Nope, it looks good. Yep, it looks good on Facebook. All right, continuing on with the show. James, you good? Everybody good?
Depends on who you ask.
No, I know. Don't ask Richard. He'll tell you how he feels. Yee! Man, dude, I'll tell you what. We were talking about where the wheelhouse is. The wheelhouse is in an old boat barn. And, dude, you can really tell because I came out. I flicked off a spider that was on the camera. I had to get him out of there. That's probably why the camera froze. And then it's just, man, it's just like there's cobwebs everywhere. I'm fighting for space with the spiders, man. It's crazy out here.
I'm always fighting. I'm always fighting with the outdoors over here. I got the Mises that try to come into play, and the spiders.
The fucking Mises, man. The Mises. You can't never get them all. You get a cat, and the cat will just play with the damn things.
You want to know something crazy with the mice? What's going on with the new cars?
What's that?
Did you see that in the news? So, actually, it's brilliant on the car manufacturer's end. They're now coating all their wiring harnesses. They're using soy oil and peanut oil in the rubber plastic sheathing on their wires.
For what?
Well, because it's cheaper and it rings the dinner bell. So when the mice choose your $5,000 harness for your computer,
You got to bring it in.
yep.
Man, that's some vindictive ass shit, bro.
You know, I wish I made all my money at my shop by like just doing nitrous and superchargers and turbos and hand controls and all that other cool stuff. I make so much money off these damn GM LT1s and Gen 4 LSs with that DOD AFM. The feds are finally investigating. This has been going on since like 2007. Like
What is
people
it?
talk about this. It's that DOD, displacement on demand. In the
Okay.
GM-V8s, you know, if like you drive around normal, the engine computer shuts off 4 of the cylinders to save fuel. But then when it restarts, The lifters don't line up right. It gets all screwy. It's no good. It's no good. Then you end up dropping a lifter, smoking an engine. You know what? Check this out. Watch this. I don't know if you can't see it. Yeah, you can.
Kinda.
That Escalade. That
Oh,
Escalade
yeah.
with no engine. Yeah. Yeah, he lost a beautiful engine, 6.2 liter, and in an Escalade just out of warranty.
Damn. Of course, just out of warranty.
Just out of warranty.
That's funny. That's like
Dude,
that's a shop's guy's favorite words. Just out of warranty. Sorry.
I hate that though. You know?
We could fix it for you for XX number
Yeah.
XXXXX number money.
You know what? Because that guy, I'm actually know that guy. I'm friends with him. He would have spent that $5-6 grand with me on a turbo or a supercharger with a fuel system.
But
you
now
know?
he's got to get a whole brand new
Now he's
engine.
got, yeah. Now he's got to worry about getting his kids to school tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
You know, that burns my ass. I hate that shit. That's one
I'm
of
with
my
you.
other rants. That's one of my other rants. I
I'm with
swear,
you.
these car companies, man, the engineers are in the same damn office with the accountants. They're like, tell me, sir, how many year warranty and how long can we get that part to last before it breaks so we don't have to fix it?
Right.
They dial that shit right in.
Bro, you know damn well it's just like Mad Men. They all go in there and they sit down on that big ass table and they fucking put up the whiteboard and then somebody's got a pointer and a clicker and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's all of them. It's the Japanese, it's the Koreans, the American. It's
yeah, of course. It's the one world order, man. It's all one world order, one new world now. We have to fucking serve the overlords or whatever. You know
like Korean cars aren't reliable anymore.
I heard the Kias when they first started out, I heard they were good, but then now I hear they're just throwaways.
Now they're junk. Well, Kia and Hyundai are the same engines, all same internals, just the same, different ugly packages on the exterior,
Man, what was that one? I seen this fucking nice ass. It was like a SUV, and I think it was a Kia, or it might not have been a Kia.
Oh, is it Genesis?
Yeah, it might have been a Genesis. But I remember seeing it. I was like, damn, that's the coolest car I've ever seen that they made. Because that fucker looks nice. But, I mean, hell, that's probably what you see in the damn auto shops all the time. I know a few people that own auto shops. So I talk business with them every once in a while. But around me, a lot of people turn away business because they don't have the room. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm getting to that point. And thank God I own here. Because once I'm done doing that 4,000 square foot expansion up front for a retail store, I already bought a 30 by 30 steel building, and thankfully my steel guy can put another 20 feet in the middle to make it longer, 30 by 50. And I'm doing a 30 by 50 setup.
Nice. Dope. I'm just sitting here trying to play with my camera while you're doing
that.
I
just wanted. So we're as of right now, I got fleet work coming in because I'm doing tow truck companies that are local. I'm doing tow truck companies from like 45 minutes away because nobody wants to work on diesels. Or they don't know how to work on diesels right. These new diesels are touchy, man. They're touchy.
That's one thing I kind of always wanted to learn about cars, but then my cousin did it, and I remember seeing him and how dirty he got, and I didn't like to be dirty a lot, so I was like, well, maybe not. I'll learn what I can, but we'll see. And he always called me a pretty boy, like, get out of here, pretty Ricky.
How about this? My head diesel tech that works for me, his nickname is Dirt.
Oh, nice. He's got to be good at working on diesels. That's why he's the head tech.
He's nasty.
That's nice.
He's got I got a 6.7 power stroke in my F450. I'm dialed in. Dialed in.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'll whoop someone's ass on the highway with an F450.
Let me ask you this. I got a 2019 Chrysler Pacifica Sports package, but it's a wheelchair conversion from VMI. It's a side lift or side ramp. Now, what can I do to that being a front wheel drive engine outside? And if you notice, the frame is going to be a little higher. One day I'll talk to you about it, but my frame is sitting higher up off the engine mount. So now I got a crack in my air flow or whatever, my air duct, going in the engine, because every time the air duct's plugged into the frame, and the frame sits higher than the engine, right? Because now it's on the suspension. But besides all that, what could I do with like power, man, to get that thing going? What do you think?
So that is my least favorite engine.
Okay, it's a 3.6, I think.
The 3.6 Pentastar.
Yeah.
Same thing that's in the new Jeep junk. But I also, even though how much I don't like them, I'm like one of the only shops in the country that built a 3.6 Pentastar in a Challenger that's a show car.
Oh, nice.
We did a RIP supercharger from Staten Island, my hometown. these guys used to build crazy Hondas back in the 90s and early 2000s. Wasn't really worried about them with our Mustangs, but now then they got real fast. Well, like after like 2005, 2008, those JDMs are ripping ass. My buddy was going 8s in an Evo. But anyway, Rip is now doing supercharger kits for that Pentastar. I don't know if it works on the front wheel drive version, but we did that plus a nitrous kit, meth kit, fuel system on a Challenger with a Pentastar. Gangster.
Tell me that shit wouldn't be dope though on a front wheel drive,
Yeah, man.
handicap,
I love
fucking
that
sports, sassy the
I
souped up
love that
sports
shit.
van.
I love that shit. You're talking to a guy that, my wife got upset because I was dailying I was driving my F450 for everything. I had a green 2020 GT500 that I just used at night to go hunting. And my Fox body, which was forever under construction until recently. And she's like, you need to sell a GT500 and get something that we can go to like family nights and dates. Because my wife is 5 foot tall. My daughter's like 5 foot tall. And my F450 has 22-inch wheels, 37s, and it's
Oh yeah, there's like a climbing up that damn thing.
Yeah,
Come on,
that
Dad.
poor my poor wife. So I told him, like, don't worry, honey, I'll get a nice F-150. You always like my F-150s, but I'm me. So I made sure I ordered a Platinum with the Coyote, the 10-speed, and even before I took delivery on my F-150, I already had a Helion twin turbo kit because I'm a Helion dealer. And I had the RideTech 3x5-inch lowering kit, which is the same kit they put on the Shelby truck. And I wanted that, which I'm pissed off about. I tried to go buy the Shelby truck. They wanted $145,000 for the Shelby truck. I was like, get the hell out of here. It's got a 5.2 with a Predator motor. It gets 14 miles to the gallon. I want the Coyote NA. That gets 21 miles to the gallon on the highway.
Right.
And when you throw turbos on a Coyote, you don't lose mileage. I actually gained a half a mile.
Turbos are the way to go. Women, are you listening?
But as long as you don't stay in boost, then but I'm also me. So once again,
yeah, you got to get on there and let it down.
It's in sport mode. I got a boost controller. I'm not rolling around 12 pounds. I'm rolling around 20 pounds. I got E85.
He's ready to race on the highways. What are you saying, folks?
Yeah, I'm making 1,040 to the wheels in the F-150.
He's waiting. He's waiting for that Lexus to pull up next to him and be like, "Oh, you ready, bro? Let's go."
You know what's the coolest thing about the F-150?
What's that?
I got the Bruno hoist in the back.
Yeah.
When I smoke you on the Garden State Parkway, and you're sitting there in your freaking Corvette or your GTR, and you're looking ahead of you.
You're like, that's a handicap car?
What's up?
No, it's a lift in the back, right? It's handicap for your chair, or what is it?
Yeah. So I got the wheelchair sitting in the bed. So when I'm beating the brakes off you, you're staring at a pickup truck with a wheelchair facing back at you.
Right. And you're like, wait a minute. Right. And you're like, the wheels are turning. You're like, wait a minute. This guy just beat me is in a wheelchair. Great.
So it used to be a novelty thing for me, but lately it's become a thing where like people know. They're like, if the pickup truck with the wheelchair in the back rolls up on you, yeah, he's fast.
Right. That's cool.
But the cool thing about Jersey is I'm definitely not the fastest. We got some crazy street cars out here.
Let me ask you this. If you could go back to the time that you were injured and figure out a way to not get injured, right? Like something happens where you don't get injured. But then what happens from that point on is you live your life that way. Would you go there with none of the knowledge that you have today, or would you stay where you're at?
I'd stay right where I'm at. I feel like I'm, to quote the Blues Brothers, I'm on a mission from God.
Nice.
I
like it. That's kind of how I feel, for real.
I'm a paraplegic that's, I by the grace of God, I've been very successful my whole life. He's given me a drive for success that's insane, and I enjoy every minute of it. And now I have all this medical background. I have the shop. I have the means. I have the properties, and I have access to all these controls and hand controls and hoists and disability conversion mechanisms. Because I'm an installer for the Adapt Seat Link. I can install the hoists, the hand controls. I'm actually offering a whole package for F-150, Sierras, or Dodge Rams. It's the hand control and the seat base that turns and the hoist in the bed. But if you can also get it with either turbos or a supercharger.
Might as
It
well just do
turns
the whole
out,
package.
I'm the only shop in the country that's certified and insured to do
As a
turbos,
matter of
nitrous,
fact.
superchargers, and hand controls.
Right.
Well, here at Far From Dead Motorsports, we are home of the handicap hot rod. And I'm going to start advertising this. I'm going to offer a whole
Home with a handicap hot rod. I like it. Yeah, shout out.
It's, when I was first paralyzed, one of the chains told me they wouldn't put hand controls in my turbo Mustang because I'm going to kill myself. So I told the guy, go F his mother. And I told him, I'm going to go open my own shop and be certified. And he laughed at me. Needless to say, I've done multiple burnouts with multiple vehicles of mine in that dude's parking lot.
You're like, hey, bro, remember me?
Oh, yeah, I told him he's number one.
Nice.
You know?
Nice. Heck yeah, that's funny.
I won't name names, but,
What up, Al? Good to see you.
It's one of the major two, and we all hate them both.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You
know? What about this? Well, we already know this. What's your hobby? I mean, you're living it, dude. You live your hobby.
I haven't skipped a beat.
Well, you got the RC cars. We haven't talked about the RC cars, really.
So I race an RC. I'm still off-roading. I work on side-by-sides. I just got my plates today for my side-by-side. So I'm going to be driving my turbocharged side-by-side in the streets of New Jersey with South Dakota plates.
Oh, gosh.
With a wheelchair in the back and a black lab in the front. Let's see how this goes over.
See how it goes. My thing is I just got a bunch of lights on my van. Like I couldn't get no like performance stuff because I do trade with people. You know what I mean? So like I'll work out a barter system, and then I've just been doing a lot of blinky lights. I like going to shows, cleaning the van up. You know what I mean? Showing the old people. I get a lot of compliments. People are like, dude, that van's pretty sharp looking. And I always wanted to get a classic car, Richard. I'll be honest with you. I did. I had the money. When I got paralyzed, I had the money to go see my guy that's got classic cars. Shout out Don. And I was going to go buy one, but when I showed up, him being the guy he is like, Rick, I'm not going to sell you anything I got here. He's like, you don't want it? It's not for you. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. So at first I was mad, but now looking back at it, he was saving me from making a financial mistake and like paying for something that I didn't have the money to fix or whatever.
Yeah, and you live in Michigan.
Yeah, yeah. Like, so shit's rusty as hell, right?
I live in here at the Jersey Shore.
Right.
If you ain't got the right spot, the right maintenance, the right amount of money for the maintenance schedule, it's like a boat.
Yep.
Just
money. Yep. Gimp Gangster said, "What up, good Richard?" Or what's good, Richard?
What's up, brother?
Gimp Gangster. What's happening?
Gimp Gangster. That's our boy down in the Carolina, right? Isn't that Gimp Gangster?
Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is it?
Yeah. I think that's Shelton Carroll. Is that Shelton Carroll?
We got to get him on. Got to get him on the show, maybe.
Oh, he's got some cool shit going on down in the Carolinas. That dude.
Mm-hmm.
He does like car shows and meets. He was involved in like I think a derby where they crashing the cars up and shit.
Man, I was thinking about getting like together like a car show. He says his name's Kyle Morgan.
Okay, all right, yeah, it's the other guy. There's Shelton and there's Kyle Morgan. Hey, Kyle.
Yep. I was thinking about trying to get together like a maybe a Midwest like a handicap vehicle car show. Like if you got a dope ass handicap vehicle, like we should all have one big meetup and fucking check it out. I think that'd be dope as hell.
I tell you what, I've seen it done here on the East Coast, and there's a guy. He's on all our spinal cord pages. He actually might be the guy that's about to climb Kilimanjaro, if I'm not mistaken. He holds these cars. If that's not him, there's a gentleman in like the southern. We call it downstate. So above New York City, but it's upstate proper, but it's the southernmost tip of upstate, so we call it downstate. Anyway, this dude has car shows up there, and a lot of people support his shows, like regular cars, classic cars, performance cars, and then he adds a class on for the handicap crowd. And I tell you what, the normies, they get behind it, man. They dig that shit. You hit a button and a ramp comes out.
Oh yeah.
Like, you got to think too.
I never thought about that, having people do like a handicap class, because I would be like, I would enter every single car show and probably win because I'd be like the only one there. But that is a good idea. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Are your dogs over here crying? She wants to go for a ride.
I got one of my employees' kids are here.
Mm. Oh, you're good.
He just ran through and out.
He's like, what up? Let me ask you this. What about travel? You like going traveling or whatever? I know you got some pain, bro. Like for me, pain is the issue. I don't like traveling a whole lot, but
pain is here for me. So if I'm driving, golden, let's go. Truck and trailer, load the car, load the side-by-sides, load the family, load the crew. Let's go. whatever you want to do. I'll drive 14 hours in a day.
Holy shit.
I do it all the time. I got clients like up
I
by
couldn't do that.
Canada. I got clients out in Pennsylvania. I got clients down south like Maryland and such, and Virginia's.
What do you load
I'll
up
look
and
up-
pack their shit and bring it
Dude,
to them?
I bet I'll pick it up. You know, I'll
Holy
do
shit.
delivery services. So I'll do a 6-hour drive, load, start driving back to the shop, make sure I hit a Cracker Barrel along the way, refuel, get it done. You know, round robins. And my
Nice.
black lab,
That's
he's
dope.
so cool. I open the door, I hold the leash. He just jumps out, pisses like next to the truck, and hops back in.
He's
I
like,
put
let's
water-
go. I'm ready. Right.
I don't do shit. He's been my ride or die since we got him when he was 8 weeks, and we got him on a Sunday, right?
Right.
Monday morning, after the day after we got him, I wake up and my daughter leaves me a note that she's going to school. My wife gives me a note that she has errands to run, and that I should take the dog with me to the office. I took Milo to my office with me that day. He hasn't left my side since.
That's
By the end
cool.
of that week, my daughter's like, "All right, where's my dog?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you another dog. He's mine.
He's mine now. Sorry about that.
He's mine now."
Oh yeah, I got him on here. Wheelchair Wednesday with Kyle Morgan. This was 2 years ago. I had him on here. The Gimp Gangster. That's right. He said he has side-by-side hot rods. Last show, he has 6 adaptive whips. And then he's got a Crown Vic with nitrous and hand controls, Fox 04 Vert, GT Firebird van, and a Silverado. So he ain't playing.
I'm a big fan of his corral.
Yeah, that sounds
big
like he's definitely got a collection there.
I got it now that my
I knew
so
I knew
Kyle,
that
my
name. I'm like, I know Kyle.
Godzilla's on it's running. I'll be getting my Godzilla on the dyno. We're probably gonna be shooting for 1500 wheel, reeled into like 1300 wheel, because I'm gonna die with 1500 wheel.
Yeah, there's no need for all that.
Well, at some point, but you know, the last time I drove a fast car, I went 9s. You know, this car's about to go high 7s. You know, I'm treating this like I gotta learn how to drive all over again. I'm not being I'm just gonna humble myself behind the wheel.
Yeah, I
and
definitely
go
would
that
too. I wouldn't
road.
go straight up crazy either. I mean,
Hey.
I'm one of those guys, but well, let me ask you
But
this:
I will turn that shit up to
11,
the moon once
right?
I'm ready. The
Yeah.
car's ready. I'm the I'm
You
the,
got to catch up to it.
right
Yeah.
I'm the weak link.
What about fitness and diet? What's that like? I know it's hard to eat good nowadays.
No, that's my other than my devotion to God, my second primary concern and function is my diet, my exercise. I'm skinny as shit.
I mean, you look like you're in good shape for almost 50 years old, man.
You know, I used to be, the day I was paralyzed, I was 37 years old. I was 5'11", 205 pounds with a 31-inch waist, working on a tugboat 7 days a week. I was jacked.
Oh yeah.
I was not expecting to be paralyzed from whatever. But
That just goes to
you
show
know-
you, it doesn't matter how strong or how tough you really think you are. Shit happens.
you know, I was one of those lunatic drunks, you know, where like my whole family and friends, like when I was out there on the run, you're gonna end up in a wheelchair. You're gonna end up in a wheelchair. I get shit faced and go racing. I get shit faced and hop on a motorcycle. I get shit faced and take my boat offshore. You know, that's what I did. I was just out of my mind, and people would always be like, "You're gonna end up in a wheelchair." I did.
But not the way
2
that they
years
thought. Not the way that they thought you would.
2 years after building a relationship with God and having sobriety. So, you know, I was talking about the toolbox, like when I first got sober, like I've trained my whole life. Thankfully, like since I'm like 19, 20, I've been in the gym, jujitsu, running, you know, so I was always like a fitness nut. Even when I was in my drinking days, like I was a lunatic. I used to go to this one gym and I used to pull myself vodka Red Bulls and go lift.
Holy fuck. That's
Needless
crazy,
to
bro.
say.
Like, dude, I mean, I like before
I'm
my
an
accident, I
alcoholic,
was an
man.
alcoholic. Like, I drank like when I got really bad before my accident. I was drinking 15 packs of beer a day, plus like maybe a pint, plus like you know what I mean, smoking 2 packs. But like normally at my normal spot, I would like drink, you know, on the weekends maybe like I don't know, not too bad. Like have a couple drinks and that was it. And now after my stuff, I find out that when I do drink, I get like super dehydrated. And it's like
Oh, yeah.
because your body, you know, I don't know what it is about being paralyzed, especially it's probably the hardware in my fucking back, to be honest with you. Probably the big
Well-
ass bolts and the shit holding my shit together. Thanks, Chrissy. Appreciate that.
It's the way your kidneys transfer your salts. That's what's happening. because you're paralyzed.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a renal function thing.
And you know what
sucks.
shitty is like?
I get salt wasting. So I'll dump my salts into my urinary tract, and all the water from my body follows. And then I'm
Nah, like SpongeBob on that fucking one
Yeah.
show. Yeah, on that
Yeah,
one cartoon.
there's a
Water!
medical term for it, and I just can't remember right now. I'm burnt as shit.
Right. Fucking,
but,
you thought cottonmouth was bad, man. Try getting dehydrated. That shit sucks. And it hurts. It's painful. And it's so hard. That's the thing with me. It's so hard to keep up with your water because you're supposed to drink like what, 3 liters, 4 liters a day or something like that. And it's like, first of all, how can one person drink that much water during a day? Second of all, wow, I don't know, man. I drink probably. Where's my water jug? I got like a water jug, like, you know, a regular old good size, probably 1.5 liter water jug. I probably drink maybe one of those a day if I can, and that's hard because it's like a sports top, so you got to kind of like suck through it to get the water. It doesn't just pour out.
Yeah, I drink probably about 5 liters a day. I drink about 10 bottles of water a day.
That's crazy. You're moving a lot though. Chrissy said 8 glasses a day.
Yeah, I'm at like 10. And that's like you just said, I'm moving. I have to drink water at night because I spaz out like this in my sleep. So if I don't drink water at night and get up to pee, I start to get my urine is dark when I wake up.
Right,
like,
right.
Because it's called rhabdo. So if you ever have dark, if anyone out there, if we're paralyzed, right, and you get a lot of spasms, when you're working out hard, like in the gym, or you're having spasms, your muscles are working out hard. So what happens is you break down the myoglobin, which is the sheath of the muscle, and that breaks down into a red blood cell, and it's like a brown, right? Like a brownish color.
Yeah, yeah.
And then your blood goes through your kidneys and dumps that waste into your urine. And that's why you get a darker brown urine when you're really dehydrated or you have an injury and you really worked your muscles too hard. You know, I know as a high level paraplegic, I see these changes. So at night, I really try to hydrate myself because I know my legs are kicking 24/7.
That does make a lot of sense. And we're learning things here on the Wheelchair Wednesday show this afternoon, guys.
I tell you what, this is
Chrissy
also,
said she loves us, guys. Thank you, Chrissy. We love you too. Thanks for watching.
You know, this is a part of the reason why when you asked if I would change with the being paralyzed thing, you know, I'm like the Jeopardy guy. I got a lot of crazy knowledge that's really helped me personally out since being paralyzed because I was a nurse. I'm familiar with trucks and cars, and I got some resources. You know, I got property. I can do things.
Right.
I can advocate. You know, and I got a big effing mouth.
Well, having the knowledge too, especially from being like a nurse and like on the medical side, like that's a big plus too. Because what you just told me about the whole breakdown in the urine thing, I never thought about it like that, but there it is.
You know, and you know, anybody watching, you can always email me. You know, I got my website, www.ffdmotorsports.com. You can contact me on there.
Far from death.
Yeah, Far from Dead Motorsports.
Far from dead.
It's
I like it.
It's not meant to be morbid, you know. Sometimes I'm on interviews on the phone with these vendors, you know, like Holly or whatever, you know.
Yep.
And the lady will be like answering the phone. She's like, "Far from dead." Oh. And then I'm like, "Oh man, I mean, listen, please. It's not meant to be morbid. It's a celebration."
Right.
I'm a paraplegic. I almost died in a bad work accident, and now I own my own business. And this is like me celebrating life and embracing life and hard work.
And then she's got a whole nother outlook on it.
I tell you what, you could hear them smile through the phone.
Right.
And just like I tell my employees, when they answer the phone, Far from Dead, smile. You know, anybody out there?
Hey, how you doing? This is Ben. Yep, welcome. Yeah.
When you answer the phone, smile.
I'm in phone sales, so I get it. Yeah.
People hear you smile through the phone, you know?
Yeah.
And I work with cool shit. Like
confidence, yeah.
That's a 2025 Civic Type R. I'm making.
I was wondering, what is it? 500 horsepower Civic, 2025 Civic above its head to the wheel. Now I gotta say, not one of the coolest looking cars. I mean, Civics are I like the old Civics better.
All right.
I'm an old guy. Like you know what I mean?
This client gets a pass. All right. Check this out. He's got a supercharged Range Rover that we built.
Oh, nice.
That's his daily. He's got an Evo 8 that we did work on. That makes like 750 wheel.
I like the Lancers. Lancers are nice.
Yeah, but it's a real Evo though. And she's turned the F up.
So all-wheel drive Evo. Fucking that bitch is dope.
All-wheel drive 4G 63 turbo. Bang, bang, bang.
People
pop,
that
pop,
don't know
pop.
anything about engines are like, what are they talking about?
Fast shit.
Yeah, stuff you
A
don't want
car
to know
that can
about.
like a car that can like smoke a little Tesla Plaid and make it and sound so amazing and cool.
Right.
Uh, but
That's cool, man. Hey, but you know what? A lot of people like that Civic. Like I'm sitting here, like I'm not really turning it down. I mean, horsepower is horsepower. I might talk shit, but you get behind the wheel of that damn thing, it's probably one of the funnest cars you'll ever drive.
it's a 6-speed manual.
Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. Manuals are
So,
fun. Period.
so he had for the last year he had a commute from like the Jersey Shore up to like New York City.
Yep.
That's what he zipped in and out of traffic with,
Oh yeah.
making 500 wheel.
It's
Who's better than
freaking
you?
gone, right?
Yeah, because his other car he
And it's
drives
really
down
small,
here.
so the wheelbase is small, so he can zip in and out real quick.
Oh, that's right. He's got a G80 M3 competition we did work on too. That makes like 750 wheel.
Nice.
This guy's a baller. He's a baller.
Sounds
Actually,
like
you
it.
know what? He's a fellow YouTuber. His
Oh
name's Corey.
shit.
Real cool guy. If anybody actually wants to learn something, he's got a stock channel, trading with Corey or some shit like that. I've learned a few things from him.
Nice.
And then he's Driveway Demons. He's got a car channel. He's had a lot of fast cars, and he's on YouTube. Out of all the cool like Chevelles and shit that I post up on my YouTube channel. So anybody out there, please check out my YouTube channel, Far From Dead Motorsports. It's at FFD Motorsports.
Yep. We'll
From,
put a link in the description too once we get done
thanks,
doing
man.
this. Yeah, we'll hook you up.
I'm on all socials. But anyway, this damn car when we first built it, we built this a year ago. It's my highest short. I just got 95,000 views on this sucker.
Doing what? Just working on it or what?
Yeah, we did a titanium exhaust.
Nice.
And well, actually, right now, we're not building it. This lunatic, we're putting her back to stock. He's trading her in for a brand new Blackwing CTSV executive in Hunter Green with a two-tone interior. And the reason it's a real executive is because it was originally bought by a GM executive. So it has the executive package to it. All the carbon fiber packages from the factory, the highest performance tune from the factory.
This guy's got too much time and too much money.
Oh, dude, you don't understand.
But those are the best friends to have, though. The best friends to have that are just like, hey, man, you know what I was thinking? I'm just gonna go all
This dude
out.
makes me look lazy.
Right. Well, it just goes to show, and those people, because I know I have a couple of those people that are my friends, and they never sit still. They're always doing something, and you never know. It just goes to show, like, if you're gonna be successful, you can't sit down. Closed mouths don't get fed, and you got to speak up, and you got to do something good in this world in order, you know what I mean? To get,
And that's
by.
why you'll see a guy with either one car in his car collection or 10.
Yeah, I'm more of a 2-car guy. I would rather have 2 than 10.
What am I at right now? I just went on a selling.
10 is too much. Yeah.
I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4.
See,
I'm at 4.
that's too much.
I'm at 4.
Well, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now, listen. Speaking of spending too much, if you guys have Whatnot, especially you, Richard, if you have Whatnot, follow me on Whatnot. I sell shit all the time. I'm trying to make some room right now. I don't spend too much money like over the spring and winter and springtime, and so now I'm literally just selling everything starting at $1. I've been doing that. $1 starts. You got to pay for shipping, but like once you get so much, I think it goes down or something. But
what exactly are you selling? What are you into?
so I just literally, man, dude, all kinds of stuff. I sell like trinkets and stuff, like old clocks, or I just sold a bunch of Pokemon cards that I found for like $10. You know what I mean? Like just a stack of them. I got old RC cars I've sold. Some of them I want to fix and keep. I got old thermometers. I got all kinds of different things, man. Like, VHSs. I got old school, like everything. I like vintage things. I'll find them and I'll pick them up and then I'll hold on to them and then I don't want them and then I'll sell them. But I try to get
you need
more.
to raise your price from $1, man.
Well, see, the reason what I do
great.
with the dollar is
So
because I'm trying to get people in the door, and once they know that I'm getting rid of shit for $1, like the money goes up, right? So they'll start $1, then you gotta like somebody will outbid you, and then depending on what that is, it's like an auction site.
So I have TikTok, and once I open my store up front, I want to do that TikTok shop where I can make a video of like a product in my store and then sell it.
Dude, TikTok's probably the way to go too, because there's a lot of money being made on TikTok right now. The people that are on TikTok sales are making tons of money. Just TikTok lives alone, people are balling on that shit. It's crazy.
funny. I got another client that brings me his cars. He's a YouTuber. He makes cash.
See,
Corey Chow. Ever watch Corey Chow on TikTok?
I never heard of him.
He's got like 3 million followers.
I don't really watch TikTok though, so that's
Me
probably
neither.
why. Yeah. I'm more of a YouTube, Facebook
I'm 48.
guy.
I'm 48. I'm
Yeah.
I got one foot in the boomer crowd because when I was a kid, I was hanging out with the old heads.
You're one generation above me. I'm 40. I just turned 40.
And I was raised by the World War II vet. My mom and dad left me when I was 3 months.
Oh damn.
So my grandma and grandpa raised me.
That's good though. I was raised by my grandfather mostly. My dad was with me, but like my grandfather taught me a lot. You know what I mean?
I had 18 years of boot camp. No offense to the military. I'm not trying to stone.
See, now that's not. Yeah, I get that's no fun. But like when you have like the fun grandpa who was a Korean War vet, like that's who you need.
I had the World War II vet that drank just like me, and
Oh no.
I was. That's why I'm such a fitness fucking lunatic.
Oh
I was
man.
I was in
No
horse
wonder you're in
dance
such
at
good
10 years
shape.
old. You know what horse dance is?
Mm-mm.
It's when you put your back against the wall and your thighs come straight out, and then your knees turn like you're a chair.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah.
hold something out in front of you.
Oh hell
So
no.
he used to give me like a plate or a platter, and then he put books on the platter, and I'd have to hold
Like
it.
stay there, don't move, stay there, hold them.
Push-ups, did a lot of push-ups. I dug a lot of holes in the yard. We had a few acres in Staten Island. I grew up on a fucking farm in Staten Island. I grew up on it was like a farm in New
Bro,
York City.
those two things don't even go together. Farm, Staten
I grew
Island
up-
doesn't make sense.
I grew up on 2 acres that was in my family for like 150 years.
That is sick.
My grandmother lived there from the time she was 5 years old and until she was like 70. We were surrounded by 1,000 acres, 1,000 acres in New York City. Half was New York State parks, and the other half was owned by the Catholic Church, and it was all a nature preserve.
Oh, nice.
The only reason my house was there is because my house, the first floor, was 300 years old. It was an ancient house. So anyway, I grew up with horses, ducks, chickens. Like my sport growing up was horses. I was an equestrian.
What the heck got you into cars?
I'm a type A personality. So whilst I was I used to be a show jumper. So you wear the little fucking cap, you run the thoroughbred as fast as you can and jump over a fence and shit.
I've seen that
like
done. Yeah, you're like following them, like, come on. Up.
I was doing shit like no, you were on it, doing 30
Oh,
miles
you
an
hour.
Were
On it. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the guy like beside. Oh, hell
I'm
no.
doing 30 miles an hour over 5-foot fences. Like,
He's
let's
fucking
go.
flying jockey style.
Oh yeah. Like motocross, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna jump this 1,000-pound animal over that 5-foot fence. Let's go.
Yep. His name's Gus. He's a good guy.
Let's go. So anyway, I had a really cool childhood.
It sounds like it.
It was awesome, and the house was a block away from the Raritan Bay, so I'd ride my bike through the woods. My uncle had a 200. He's still there. Has a 200-year-old house on the water in Staten Island with an acre of property. It's an ancient house. It's all protected. They can't touch it.
Nice.
And I'd ride my bike out into the beach, set up my fishing poles, and catch 40-pound striped bass, 30-pound striped bass.
See, that's cool, and that's something we're missing, man, is like the history. Like, you're talking about that. At one point, that place has probably had like, 20, 25 acres, maybe. Who knows?
Oh, so my grandpa had a John Deere, and he built like a 10-foot long by 5-foot wide slanted like dirt sifter.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to scoop up property. I have an arrowhead collection.
Oh, from the Native Americans, yeah.
Yeah, from when New York was first.
Yeah, those are cool. The older you get, man, the more you get into the Native American, or not even just the history. Like, the more I'm getting into history, it's just, I don't know, because it's good to learn about history.
Of clay pipes. Do you study the clay pipes from the Revolutionary War and the Civil War?
Mm-mm.
You know about that? I got clay pipes from the
What's
wars.
that about?
It's what everybody smoked. It's how they smoked their tobacco.
Oh, so that they would smoke and then they would drop and whatever, and then they get covered up.
Right. It was clay.
That's cool. Yeah, you can make another one.
So what's crazy is that one property had arrowheads. I have tools like hatchets. I have oh shit, it was almost like a hammering tool. I forget what my grandfather called it. I have that still. And then we have the Americans or the Dutch, or probably the Americans, because a lot of the areas that were high up along the coast that the Indians used to make their home, the Europeans or none of the Americans took those same encampments as their homes. So that's why on the same property I would get, American relics, and I would get Native American Indian relics.
Yeah, I was really into doing like metal detecting work and stuff like that, like getting into that. And then right when I was at the height of like enjoying it, I got paralyzed. So now it's like to go out with a metal detector, I can't really dig a hole. So it's like I have to have somebody come with me. And then by the time we get to the 3 or 4 holes, they don't want to do it anymore. And we're all pulling up garbage. And I'm like, even to hold the metal detector is hard. I would like to find something maybe to help with
What do you think?
wheelchair
Like, how
people to
about
do
a
that.
bracket, like a bracket? Like a
Yeah, like a little side bracket to hold it while you do this or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, that would be cool. Something like that. And see on my track chair, I have like a weapon. It's like a weapon gun mount,
Ow!
but
Yeah, the
it's
track
way
chair,
too
brother.
high to do that. I think I'll have to move it down. But we have so many things to do with that, dude. That thing is dope. Michigan from Action Track Chairs, like the Michigan Action Track Chair guys that came out, dropped it off. I call it White Lightning. It's super slow, but it's it's a track chair. It's badass.
Did you get a stand up one?
Yeah. Yep.
Me too.
That's
I got
dope.
a camo stand up one.
I got
If
all white
if
to match my band and my other wheelchairs. Everything I got is black and white.
anybody who watches my YouTube channel, they'll see and some people get pissed. My employees use it to move the cars around the shop.
Oh, nice.
And some people like made comments like, that person isn't disabled. Shut the fuck up. I am.
Right.
I am. And they're making me money. And they work for
I
me.
get my kid on one, man, and I'd like take a video of him, and that thing like shot up. I mean, just to see people on it, it's like it gets some hits and some views, and it's something you don't see every day. We have them here at Michigan. They give it free to the Michigan State Parks. So each Michigan State Park has like 3 of them you can rent out for free.
They
And
just got them here too in Jersey.
yeah,
the state
yeah.
park.
People are
That's
like
so
people
good.
freak out. They're like, dude, these things are awesome.
Yeah, one of the local Crips, he sent me pictures. He was out on the trail. I told him, let me know next time because I'll throw mine on the trailer, and it's 20 minutes from my shop. And it's parking for my F450, so I can pull it in my truck and trailer.
Right.
And I got the remote for it. I can unload it and just hop on in.
Nice.
I love that thing. I'll probably be hunting crossbow from it this year for the first time.
I'll tell you what. One of my last
I fished from it. I haven't hunted from it yet.
One of my last questions was the chair. Do you like what type of chair do you have, and do you have a name for it?
It's a Tylite Aero Z. I like a titanium frame. I use Spinergy carbon fiber wheels. I like Schwalbe tires. I'm probably hacking it up wrong. And I run a carbon fiber axle tube and a carbon fiber and aluminum backrest. Except this one's broken. I fucked it up. I crushed it with my
Do you ever
boom.
name them? Do you give them names?
No, but every vehicle I have is named. Like my F450 Starke Frau, that's strong woman in German. My notchback is Rosie. She was always Rosie. She was a little red notch, but now she's Rosilla because she's got a Godzilla and she's Rosie.
Rosilla.
My F150 is 38 Special. Shout out to Rattlesnake Milk. Really cool band. I hope they're still together. They're probably not. But they got a cool song about a guy in an F-150 who's gonna go shoot his daughter's boyfriend with his 38. And I was like, cool,
You like
38
that?
Special. I fucking love it. Let's go.
Let's do it. Right.
And I didn't name my side by side. She don't have a name. Huh.
Hey, there you go. Got to work on that. Get that going. I got this stupid fly freaking flying around me, trying to piss me
all
off.
day long.
Let me ask you this. Last question of the day. It'd be, if you had to give one piece of advice to a newly injured person, what would it be?
Wow. Easy. Talk to God. Talk to Jesus. If you don't know how to pray, open up a dialogue. I pray every morning, and my prayer is, I don't do structured prayer. I am a practicing Catholic, and I'm okay with structured prayer. But the best part of my day is when I get to talk to God. Like I don't have a mom or my grandma that raised me. I used to call her with my problems and have a conversation with her. And that woman was a saint. She would just listen to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I call upon God and I talk to God like that. And he listens to me like he's my parent. And listen, my life ain't perfect. I'm not perfect. That's the reason my life ain't so perfect. And I just say, go find God. And from there, structure yourself, with everything.
I like it.
Body, mind.
I like it. All right, guys. Well, thank you, Richard, for jumping in and hanging out with us. Appreciate it. I think you're the longest Wheelchair Wednesday ever. We're at an hour 14, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good. Normally, I like to keep you for an hour, but
I'm that guy who shut the F up. I apologize.
No, I could tell right at the very beginning. Like, we're about to have us a nice little knee slapping shindig here.
Well, I can't thank you enough, and I know I've tried to do this a couple times. It was never out of not wanting to do it. It's as you can see, I'm a lunatic. I don't stop.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna pack up the laptop, go home, and do another 2 hours on the laptop from bed.
There you go, for sure. All right, everybody. Now listen, if you're watching live, go ahead and tell them where they can find you at, Richard.
I'm on all socials at FFD Motorsports. That's for Far From Dead Motorsports. I'm out here in Tuckerton, New Jersey at the Jersey Shore. www.ffdmotorsports.com. I got merch. I got T-shirts. I got hoodies. I got stickers. I got all kinds of cool stuff. And listen, I know chippers. So if you have a truck or something and you want it turbocharged, supercharged, fuel system, hand controls, adapt link seat base, I got shippers that can get your truck here. We'll get you sorted. I get you tuned in nice as fast as you want to go with all your accessibility stuff working. Let's stop. No offense to your van. I love the Pacifica. That's the highest option.
Yeah.
Well, look at this. The Pacifica has the best options on the market out of all the vans.
It's the most roomiest too when you get in there, because
really
I
is.
can really like move around. But
It is.
yeah.
One of my wife's friends has it. That's some bougie shit in there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like blown away when I saw the interior. But a lot of us still want to go do truck shit. You know, we want to go pull the boat. We want to go fishing on the beach. We want to go bring our track chair to the beach or to the woods.
Yeah, that's one thing they told me when I wanted to get a trailer to pull my fucking track chair. They were like, "No, sir, we can't do it." I was like, "You son of a bitch."
And if you're in a manual chair, I could put that chair in the bed and make the front seat turn and come out to you. Like I got a platinum. I still got the platinum cushions. My butt coolers still work. My butt heaters still work. I got all the bells and whistles.
He's got,
18
as he
ways.
says, bougie. He's living bougie.
Bougie, baby.
Well, I tell you what, Richard, I appreciate you coming on. If you want,
I appreciate you, man.
let me call you right back so you can see me again. So I'm gonna hang up with you, and I'll call you right back. Everybody else, we're gonna put all his stuff down in the description as soon as we get a chance to here in a little bit. So if you're watching this and it's after the fact, it should be in the description. Appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for next week's Wheelchair Wednesday. Well, we'll have another special guest from I don't know where. All right, everybody, peace out. Thanks for watching, and see you next time here on Wheelchair Wednesday. Peace.